Hi, my name's John Malkovich. We're standing here in the 2025 General Conference Session Exhibition Hall, right where 3ABN has its podium here, and everything is available for 3ABN viewers. But I'm very privileged because to meet people from all around the world, from different divisions, and to be able to talk with them. And the gentleman we have now is Umesh Pokharel. He's the Asia Pacific Division member, and he's from the Himalayan, now the Nepal section.
Yes.
And this man I knew when he was a younger man in Nepal, when I was working at Shiv Memorial Hospital. And it's a real privilege to see young men now taking leadership positions and representing God through the church around the world. So Umesh, I want to know a little bit about you. How many children have you got, Umesh?
I have two sons. Elder one is 24 and younger one is 15 years.
Yeah, and you have one wife. That's
one wife.
Yeah,
right, sir.
And you know, I knew him as a young man. He was a very enthusiastic young man. And you know, it's the young ones who are enthusiastic that God takes through if they follow him. So Umesh, we want to know about what's happening in Nepal. Tell us a little bit about God's work, because when we were there, it was just starting to grow. But you've been there now 20 years after I've been there.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit what's happening in your section.
Yeah, our section, by the grace of God and the guidance of God's Spirit, we are moving forward, reaching the different parts of Nepal. Mm-hmm. You know, Nepal is still is a Hindu-dominated country, and Hindus are more than 81 point, and then followed by Buddhists, 9%, and then we have a Muslim and other religion also. The Christianity is very less than 1.74% Christians are in Nepal, including all the denomination. But after, sir, when you were there, it was not easy to evangelize or reach the people with the message of hope. Yes. Now things has been changed, and still there are problems, legal barriers.
Yes.
But doors have been opened, and we can go into different parts of the country and share the message of hope.
So tell me, how many pastors, how many workers have you got in Nepal?
In our section, we have 5 ordained pastors. Then we have a intern pastor, we call. They are theology graduates. We have 6, and we have a gospel outreach volunteer, Bible workers, and around we have a gospel outreach volunteer 54. Then we have a Bible worker sponsored by Jesus for Asia. We have 8. Our total working force in the front line, we have 79 people working across the country.
So tell me, how many people do you have to, what's the population that you're working with?
Nepal population right now is around 30 million.
Whew.
And our presence is very less. And our total Adventist membership in our country is around 10,000 plus.
So tell me, have you any schools where these new converts can send their children?
Yeah, within our country, we don't have our own church-owned school where we can send and educate these people, young people. But we try to send them out of the country, like India is bordering India, Nepal is bordering to China and India, and we send them nearby Indian border schools run by mission.
So tell me, what's one of the greatest needs that your church needs there in Nepal? What is it that you need? Workers, finances, what is it that you need?
Yeah, we lack the committed workers, trained workers in the mission field, in the front line, especially pastor, Bible workers, and most of our churches are taken care by the Bible workers, and they don't have much education, and we need to train them. That is one of our needs, and we also need workers like those who have basic education or 12th grade. We want to send them in our school or our college to train them in and so that they will be trained properly
and come back and do the work. Well, if someone was interested in coming to work in your section in Nepal as a volunteer, is that possible?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we welcome but that will be the short-term volunteer, because Nepal is there are a restriction about the foreigners, but still foreigners can come.
Yes.
And they can stay in a different as a volunteer in their content work.
You know, I'm looking at you and you're wearing a Nepalese cap. I used to wear that when I was in Nepal. That gave me access to the whole of Nepal, and I admire that, because you represent your nation, your people, and it's important. So I want to thank you for coming on and sharing a little bit what's happening in Nepal, and may God bless your ministry as the work now proceeds and Jesus' coming is soon. May God richly bless you.
Thank you, sir, for giving me opportunity. And I met you 25 years ago, you and Madam Rosemary.
Yes.
Okay, and you were there for our inspiration. And the way you worked there in our hospital, I still remember. I'm so happy to meet you and be part of this great ministry. And I'll be praying for this 3ABN.
Yes.
3ABN is doing great work throughout this world. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you for joining us. We will pray for